Brooklyn, and I'll be one of your hosts today.
And I am Erica, and I'll be your other host today.
Today is Monday, December 14th, 2015. Welcome back to another episode of Spark TV.
Today is Roast Chestnuts Day.
Here's more on this special day.
Action.
Have you ever tasted a chestnut? Surprisingly, not very many people ever have. Not very many people ever had, but every year at Christmas, we will sing a Christmas carol about chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Chestnuts are actually very simple to roast and make a great snack to share with family and friends. They also go great with a cup of hot chocolate. To make oven roasted chestnuts, all you need is some raw chestnuts, water, and some optional melted butter. Heat the oven to 400 degrees. Use a knife to cut an X shape onto the shell of the chestnut so the chestnut will not explode while roasting. Place a single layer of chestnut in shallow pan and place a little amount of water in the bottom of the pan. Next, drizzle melted butter over the tops of the chestnuts. Then roast the chestnuts in the oven for 25 minutes. After that, remove them from the oven and put them into them in a towel and squeeze the towel to crush the chestnut. Once the chestnuts are cool enough to touch, remove the nuts from the shells and eat them while they're warm. Sounds delicious. Now back to the host. Thank you for that report.
I wonder if there's any fun cooking rotations like roast chestnuts on the calendar this week.
Here's a look at some of the upcoming activities in Spark this week.
Some activities to look forward to this week are Whose Line Is It Anyways? Sugar cookie bars, puppy chow, hot cocoa and s'mores bites, holiday karaoke, Rice Krispie Christmas trees, Makoto, art projects, game room, iPad, and computer lab. Jill will have a homework rotation each day this week. Grades are final at the end of the week, so get to make sure to stay on top of all your work and get all your missing assignments turned in. Thursday is the last day of school for the students before winter break. School will be out before winter break through January 4th. Now back to our host.
Thank you for that report. Sounds like lots of fun activities to look forward to this week.
Do you know how earmuffs were invented? They were actually invented 142 years ago by a 15-year-old boy.
His name was a boy named Chester Greenwood was ice skating in 1873 when he decided his ears were getting way too cold.
So with farm wire and fur sewn together by his grandmother, the first earmuffs were made.
To honor his invention of this popular winter clothing item, Greenwood's hometown in Maine has held a parade on the first Saturday of December for over 40 years.
In the parade, the participants all wear earmuffs, and earmuffs are incorporated in all the floats.
Now let's take a look at a weather forecast to see if we might need to be wearing some earmuffs this week.
Action.
After a cloudy and rainy weekend, today's sunny skies and high of 51 degrees is feeling pretty good. Tomorrow, expect more clouds to return with some sun and a high around 53 degrees. Temperatures will cool down some midweek on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with highs in the mid-40s and 50s. Will also drop out of the 30s and into the mid-20s. This weekend, temperatures will warm back up with highs in the low 30s and the low mid-30s. This week looks mostly dry with no chance of rain. Now back to our host. Thank you for that report.
A popular wintertime sport is skiing and snowboarding. And at the ski resort in Maine, 150 jolly participants dressed up in Santa suits and went skiing last weekend.
This event has become so popular that is almost impossible to get a ticket to participate.
But it was all for a good cause, as the participants were required to donate $15 to ski in their Santa suit.
And all that money went to a local charity that raised more than $3,000.
What an exciting way to combine community, charity, and sports in this holiday season.
Now let's take a look at some big headlines in our local sports.
Last Friday night, the campus Colts basketball teams hosted the Derby Panthers. Both the campus girls and boys team lost to Derby, but the game held a much bigger cause. During the game, students from Butler County Community College and Campus High Student Council held a chili feed and silent auction to raise money for Derby residents and former Hayesville Middle School counselor Miss Dombo, who was injured during a store robbery a few months ago. Miss Dombo was also in attendance at the game and spoke to the crowd during halftime. Despite the huge rivalry between the two towns, they came together to support her in her recovery. Speaking of big rivalries, the HMS versus HWMS basketball game is tonight. Boys are playing at HMS and girls are at HWMS. Good luck to both teams. On other sports news, the Wichita State men's basketball team bounced back from their losing streak, winning 2 quality games in UNLV and Utah last week. The Kansas City Chiefs held off the Chargers' last-minute rally to 10-3 during yesterday's game. Now back to our host.
Thank you for that report.
That is all the time we have for today.
We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Be looking forward to more new episodes of Spark TV coming in January of 2006.
16. Thank you for watching.
Happy